Good morning, plebheads. I'm Neo.
And I'm Mr. fucking YouTube, baby.
And this is your morning porn. Today's episode, PS5 Backwards Compatible. So, Mr. YouTube, it's a topic that I find pretty interesting, the concept of backwards compatibility with our next-gen consoles. Now, from what I've been hearing, both the Xbox Series X and the PS5 are going to be backwards compatible.
Yeah, and I think that's a really good choice. But I think it's the finer points that we're seeing with PS5, and I think, you know, you and I are both a little more interested in PS5 than Xbox at this point. So I'm just going to focus on that system for right now.
That's fine.
But it's some of the finer points that actually have me more intrigued. And okay, so we talk about backwards compatibility as a whole. I've always wanted it with my systems, but I rarely use it.
Fair enough.
If that's a fair statement.
That is a fair statement.
And I don't know how to explain it. It's like by the time the next gen system come out, you compare the games, they're so much better. The graphical leap is so much more significant, even when you try to tell yourself it's not going to be. It is, right? And over the last 6 years, right, of the console life, 7 years, you've probably upgraded your TV, or your this, or your that, right? Or your sound, or whatever. So playing an old game feels like playing an old game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, whether so that is an issue. But I always want backwards compatibility. I think what I like more here is, okay, they're going to do backwards compatibility with PS4, but they're going to have an integrated friends list, right, where we don't have to re-sign up all our friends or try to find, our profile, and you're signing into two different services, and when you want to be on PS4 versus PS5.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you've got the solid state drive, which you look at. The one thing I think that we've wanted in consoles for the longest time is solid state hard drives, because when you compare the console to the PC or a relatively recently made quality gaming PC, you build your gaming PCs, you put SSDs in them.
Yep.
All right? Because games perform like $1 million on them fuckers.
Yep.
And you cut down your loading times, you cut down your
time where your players are out of the game.
Everything when you have solid state drives. And I think I look at the PS5 and I think that's probably the best leap when I look at it for what we use it for. And okay, sure, maybe it can support 8K and all this other stuff that, okay, right away I'm probably not even going to be able to use. Yeah. Because I don't have the money for an 8K TV, right? Yep. But I certainly can appreciate the change in a loading time from maybe, say, 20 seconds to 2 seconds, right? Or 15 seconds to a couple seconds that you can experience with a solid-state drive.
It's like when I play Monster Hunter World on PC versus when I'm playing it on PS4. My PC, I ready up for a quest. It's almost instant that I'm ready to go. Yeah. PS4, it's 15 to 20 seconds.
Yeah. So I think the leap there will be spectacular in performance.
I hope so.
Do I see myself sitting down and necessarily revisiting my PS4 library on a constant basis? Probably not. Is it nice to have the access to it? Yeah.
I'll tell you what that does, though. This was something I was thinking about the other day, because from what I understand, it will allow you to play PS4 games on the PS5. Yep. And they'll load faster in some instances, maybe perform a little bit better, look a little bit better sometimes. I can't confirm any of that. We got our information from an article from GameSpot. Yep. I'm going to link that in the description so you guys can check that out too. But to my knowledge, that's kind of what's going on here. And what I see is it's a great way for Sony to say, okay, you didn't buy the PS4, but maybe there's some games on PS4 that you really want to play. Well, if you're going to get the PS5, we're going to have some really great games for PS5. We're going to have some cool stuff. But some of these games that you missed on PS4, you're going to still be able to buy and play on your PS5.
That, and also kind of in the opposite case too. It's like, okay, you want to upgrade to the PS5.
Yep.
Go ahead, make the upgrade. Get that PS4 out of the living room. Put it in the spare room. Give it to a friend, right?
Yep.
If you want, you give your PS4 to a friend. You can have another gaming buddy if they don't have one. If they, whatever.
Because they've been talking about cross-generational play, haven't they?
Because they're talking cross-generational play, which again, some of these, I'd say, side effects, right, of the backwards compatibility actually make a lot of sense. Like, for instance, if you can be on PS5 and play with people on a PS4,
yeah,
that's the type of stuff I'm hoping for.
Well, it was like when I played Monster Hunter Freedom Unite on my PSP, and you were playing the same game on the or I was playing on PS Vita, and you were playing on PSP, and we could connect.
Yep,
that was really cool.
It was. So I think those are the things that for me, I'm happy to see, because again, it makes the transition to the new system easier.
Yep.
It makes, again, the tediousness of transferring the friends list or the save data or whatever the fuck else.
Yep.
Hopefully is seamless. Those are the things I like to see taken care of behind the scenes. So I want to take that PS5, I want to buy it, open the son of a bitch up, plug it in, and game.
I want to sign in.
Like, that's
and
what I want to do.
Everything to come over with my sign in.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to, refriend all these people, do all this other bullshit, and spend 6 hours setting up my system.
And then, like, does this PS4 game work? Or does this, work with multiple, people on PS5 or PS4? Does it run like shit? Does it still have support? Like, I want to upgrade, and I want it to work. Mm-hmm. That's my end game, right? As a consumer, as somebody that's going to shell out, what? Probably $600 for this?
4, 5, 6, yeah.
That's realistically probably where I'm thinking this price is going to be, is $5.99. We'll see if I'm right. I want to buy it. I want to take it home. I want to hook up about 2 cords, sit down, and play.
Yep.
Like, it's a video game machine, people. It's not like, build a PC 101 over here.
Yeah.
I mean, if I want that experience, I'm going to build the box, right?
Yep.
But when I buy the PS5, I'm expecting to open it up, hook it up, and play games.
Yes.
So I am expecting as a consumer that type of stuff is taken care of on the back end. You see where Sony pretty much fucked up a lot of that in the past. Especially we look at PS3. I would say there was a generation of them that were backwards compatible, but the rest of them really weren't. Yeah, and we got lucky enough to get one of those. We did. But, if you didn't have that, or even if those were available, the effort that it took to know which ones it was and all the research you had to do to figure out what you were buying was a pain in the ass. It really was. Mm-hmm. So, and even with PS4 Standard, PS4 Pro, PS4 Slim, I mean, we talk
to our friends all the time, right?
Like,
and they're like, "Well, I'm going to get a PS4." I'm like, "Cool. What are you going to get?" They're like, "Well, I'm going to get a PS4 Slim." I'm like, "Why the fuck would you buy that?" I'm like, "You're going to buy a PS4 Pro, dude. You're not going to downgrade."
Yeah, part of me is even like, "Why are you going to offer it if you're Sony?"
Yeah,
right. You got to get people on the best console. You got to get people on a top quality console.
Yep.
These systems should rival PCs, right? Maybe not a top end PC, but they should be a very.
They should rival.
They should be a very equal place to play games.
Well, I don't know how
the way technology has advanced.
I don't know how we can expect PS5 or Xbox Series X to even stand a chance against Stadia, to be honest.
Well, that's a different discussion. But when we look at it, I want to, again, be able to buy my system, plug it in, and play. And I want my PS4 games to work. I want my friends list to work. Yeah. I want
to be able to get in a chat with Dr. Flame if he's still on PS4, or Rudy or Briarios if they don't have a PS5 yet. I want to still be able to chat with them. Like, that's important to me. I don't want to lose connections to those guys because of...
It's like, okay, realistically, not everybody can upgrade day one.
No.
Right? I think Sony needs to see that. I think they do see it.
Yeah.
But realistically, not every single person can upgrade day one. Right? So...
I agree.
And as a community of gamers, you don't want to have a split community, right? Whether it be PS5, PS4, Epic Store, and Steam, right? It's kind of a shit thing.
Yeah.
You really don't like that split community. So hopefully they're looking at this. I think they're making the right choices here.
Yeah.
If they're doing what we've read and what this sounds like, it looks like PS5 for those people that upgrade is literally a more powerful PS4
Pro.
You know, in reality.
Yeah.
Right. And by more powerful, I mean much, much more powerful.
Yes.
But still, you're going to be able to connect with, communicate with, play with people on PS4, you know, if you're playing a PS4 game.
Yeah.
So that's what it sounds like to me, and that really got me excited.
No, I'm 100% with you.
Because one of the things I'm always a little leery of when we talk about upgrading consoles, especially if you're going to do it right away, is the pain in the ass that it is.
It is.
Because it is a pain if you upgrade day one from the most previous console to the next one, and you try to bring all that stuff over. It's always been a pain. So, for the most part, we've been upgrading consoles kind of mid-cycle.
Yeah.
A lot of times. We didn't buy PS4
until 2016.
Until it was PS4 Pro.
Yeah, 2016 was when we got ours.
And we were Xbox One people until then.
Yeah.
And that's because we fucking hated the PS3.
Yeah.
For the most part. Bought PS3 for a couple games, but hardly ever used it.
Yep.
It just, I don't know. That was a shit console. As far as I'm concerned. So, it looks like Sony has righted some wrongs, though. Obviously, but with the PS4. And now it looks like they kind of are going to smooth that transition out. And I hope that's the case. Because that'll definitely give me a little bit more of a, motivation to do the upgrade early in the cycle.
I was going to say, even to upgrade sooner.
Yeah, to upgrade sooner in the cycle.
For sure.
So, those are the things I look at. I like what I see with the PS5. Obviously, I want to see the reveal and hopefully see some awesome gameplays, different things that they're going to have for it. So, that's what I'm looking for.
Well, you know, we have the first PS5 game announced, Godfall.
Godfall, yep. So,
for sure.
You know, that's great. I hope there's more than that. But, hey, if there isn't, you can always play PS4 backwards compatible games.
Yeah, I like that. I wonder how games like Ghost of Tsushima and stuff would run on PS5. I have to assume significantly better.
Yeah. Or they're going to be for both consoles.
That would be great.
Which would be cool.
Be cool as hell.
So, yeah, overall, yes, backwards compatibility is nice. But I just think about it like when we bought the PS3, right? We had a backwards compatible one. I don't hardly ever remember playing a PS1 or PS2 game. Maybe once or twice.
For me, they were some of the only games I played on it.
Well, fine.
No, it's fine.
But,
well, I mean, you had Metal Gear Solid 4, you had that other stuff, so you had plenty of games to play, too.
I don't even, okay, so Xbox had some backwards compatibility. Rarely.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
Rarely.
very rare.
Do we go back and replay an older game? Because it looks older.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, the transitional elements for me are more important.
Yep.
Again, I like the concept that we get backwards compatibility because I don't want to have to turn on a different fucking system or put the PS4 in a different room and bring it out when I want to play a different game or show off a different game. Right? That's annoying as hell.
It is.
But transitionally, being able to just turn it on, be like I just took that PS4, snapped my fingers, and now I got this much more powerful PS4 that we call a PS5. That's honestly what I'm
I feel like this is basically a PS4 Pro Plus.
And that would be honestly just
Square.
fine with me.
Yeah, basically.
As long as the games look better, load faster, and play great, I'm going to give them some money because I'm going to be happy.
Good final take, Mr. YouTube.
Yeah.
That's it for this episode. And remember, to make sure you never miss your daily dose of porn, make sure you have that bell clicked for notifications and subscribe to the Balding Plebs.
You're welcome.